Hello everybody, this is Money Mom. Welcome back to the channel. Today I wanted to talk to you guys about something I feel is a very important topic to talk about because it could happen to any of us. What do you do if you're behind on your bills? Let's get started. Many of you are probably wondering, what? If we prepare and have sinking funds and savings, none of us should ever be behind on our bills. But no one knows what tomorrow will bring, and it depends on people's income, and life can happen sometimes and take you for a loop. For example, job loss and not getting a job for a long period of time, or a serious illness, any of those types of things. So, what do you really do if you get behind on your bills? I'm going to give you some ideas that I have, and let's get started on it. Number one, the very first thing you'd want to do is if you're behind on your bills, it depends on the bill. Obviously, a credit card, something like that, that would be one that I would probably put off. The basic thing, and this seems to be common sense, but you want to make sure that your basic bills are being paid. So write down all your bills that you have to pay in order of importance, what needs to be paid first. For example, for me, now I don't have a house payment anymore, but I need to make sure that I've got money to pay the taxes on the house so that I can keep my home. Also, I want to make sure that I have internet so that I can work, and a phone and electricity. So those are very, very important. So you want to make sure to do that first. Then also cut out anything that's not a necessity. For example, if I was behind on some things, I would cut back on all the unnecessary spending, and that I know seems common sense. Number two, contact everyone that you might be behind on and let them know, or if you don't think you could pay a bill. Example, I have a friend of mine that lives in Florida, and he does have a car payment, and you know, when he was out of work for a while due to the hurricane. Well, he contacted the place where he has his car payment and told them, and they moved his one payment to the end of the cycle. And I guess he can do that once a year. Well, that saved him some money. So contact all the companies that you're behind on and see what they can work out. A lot of times if you've been current before, they'll really work with you. For example, with our electric company, they have a program that helps people if they're behind on their electric bill. So, you know, contact people, see if there's programs out there and say, I know you've had other people call you, what do you do, what programs or what services are out there that I can contact that can provide some help for me. Number three, if you need quick money, and this we've talked about this subject a lot, do whatever you have to. For example, I know someone that needed some quick money. This has been a while ago. I offered them to come over and help, do some cleaning on my house. And they did it, and I gave them some cash. They needed some cash for some things coming up in their life, and so that helped. So see what you can do to get some quick cash, whether it's house sit, babysit, anything, sell some items. Just think of any ways that you can get some quick cash fast. Think of all the skills you have and hone in on that to get some fast cash. Okay, number four, if you go to church or synagogue, see what they have. They may have some type of Good Samaritan type fund where they can help people. So that's one thing. I definitely agree we all should be responsible for our bills and do whatever we can, whether it's cut back on any unnecessary spending, find ways to bring in money. But sometimes you may need help besides that. So find out what is available. For example, here in Texas, I can call 211, and you can press different numbers for all different services. It'll tell you where the food banks are. So that's the other thing is, number five, take advantage of services that they have out there, such as the food pantry. You could volunteer, to get, that's one thing, and a lot of people feel bad about maybe taking a handout, but you could offer to volunteer to help at the food pantry in exchange for some food. Find out what services they have out there to help you. That's what they're there for, is, some people do fall on hard times sometimes. And so see all of the services. Take advantage of some of these things, because you know what? You've paid taxes into it, and hopefully this is only for a short period of time, and once you get back on your feet again, you won't need the services. So that's the big thing that I feel people may forget about, is they don't know how to reach out. like I said, and I don't know if all the other states is 211, maybe each state's different, but find out all the social services that are in your area and what you need to do. If you do really need some help in your savings or you really are really broke, find out. Also, number 7, is tell close family and friends what's going on. Now, I'm not trying to say that all those family and friends are, going to be supposed to be giving you money, but if you told, say, a family member, hey, we've fallen on some hard times, we had a family illness, or we've just had one thing after another and we've gotten a little bit behind, they may say something like, well, I know a wonderful food pantry, or, hey, I know so-and-so is hiring for a job for this weekend where you can make a couple $100, doing this or that, or anything. If you go ahead and network with other people, the more people you share it with that you're close to, they may be able to provide some resources and ways to help you. That's what it's all about. So here's some ways that I have that if things get really tough, of ideas that you can do. The main point I want to get across is it's great to cut back on bills. It's great to increase income, but sometimes you may need some help beyond that, and so you need to know where to go to get it. And that's where communicating with family and friends helps, and also finding out what social services and food pantries are in your area. I hope some of these tips have helped some of you that you can pass on to someone you know in need, and I'd love to hear any tips below. I always love hearing your valued advice. Thank you everybody for watching. I love you a lot. Bye-bye.